Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Ready to Love Season 10, Episode 2. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Listen, last episode was meh, and this episode was even more meh. So tonight, let's hope the next batch is better than last week's, because, I mean, the people had on their errand clothes and their errand wigs. It was giving very much a good run to the Trader Joe's. And Camille and Cornelius was standing in the grass getting married, child. It just didn't give nothing, honey. So let's get into it if we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, I have a special guest. I'm going to go ahead and let my baby usher in this season with the Ready to Love theme song. I know y'all been waiting. So let me usher him on in, honey, so he can sing the Ready to Love theme song and we can go and get into this episode. Shall we?
So it took me some time to get to the place that you wanted me to be. Oh, now I'm ready to love. Ooh.
Baby, now, ooh. That's the remix. That is the remix. Child, let's jump right into the episode. So anywho, it's time for the next mixer. We meet Coley. Coley is 32 and she's a flight attendant and she is flighty. Coley literally decided to turn her brain off when she turned her damn tassel. She ain't been thinking since she graduated high school, honey. She just ain't, baby, put your thinker on. Her and Fritz, who is 36, he's a financial analyst, they arrived to the mixer first. Now, I have to say that Coley is a very pretty lady, but I think she rests on her pretty. Ma'am, I know you got your head in the clouds when you're up there flight attending and whatnot. But, baby, come on down to earth. Because some of the things that you were saying this episode didn't make no dang on sense. Coley said when she first got to Philadelphia, she said, there's pollution falling from the sky. The sky is falling. Okay, Chicken Little. And then they told her, no, girl, that's snow. I would have never. Do you hear me? I would have taken that to my grave. Girl, what is wrong with you? So anywho, we meet Fritz. He's talking to Coley. And he's already asking her about her buddy pass. No, ma'am. Now, I think he was just talking because he did say he's, doing well for himself and he can travel here, there, and everywhere. But, I mean, if you can travel here, there, and everywhere, then why are you asking me about my buddy pass? I mean, I hope your companion pass is open. Why? Shouldn't you be flying me out? Child. Then we meet Tay. She's 35. She's a nurse and esthetist. And I was like, okay, Tay, she is so pretty. She has a very warm personality. And I feel like the ladies are giving a little bit more this episode. And then we have another firefighter. His name is Cam and he's 33. Now, immediately I was wondering if he knew Deanna because, she's a firefighter as well. Coley instantly started asking every cliche question she could ask. Do you guys have Dalmatians? Do you climb trees and save cats? Do you slide down a pole? Do you wear a fire hose? I'm like, girl, relax. Damn, I was waiting for you to say, do you guys have a calendar out this year? I mean, she was just asking everything that you would think that you saw in the movies to ask. Ma'am, this is not Ladder 49. So he said when women meet him, they automatically go into the fantasy of a fireman. Well, Coley clearly proved that. Then we meet Rocky. She's 36 and she's a medical QA specialist. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude, but I am going to need them to check IDs when these people walk in. Because it ain't no way. It ain't no way that Rocky is 36. Rocky, what is going on, honey? And why don't you pat that hat on? Oh, child, this is just a mess. Rocky comes in. I will say this about Rocky. I love her personality. I love her spunk. I love her spirit. I feel like she's a good time, but Rocky did not put a lot of effort into her appearance when she appeared here on this show. So after we meet Rocky, she starts talking to Cisco. And I'm not talking about that thong. I'm not talking about that Cisco. He's 41 and he's a divisionary liaison. That is Ready to Love speak for he ain't got no job, man. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But what the hell is a divisionary liaison? I'm not finna play with y'all. I know dang on well that we did not both graduate in the same year of high school. I know we didn't. You cannot make me believe that me and Cisco are around the same age. Now he's sitting there and baby, he's sweating bullets. When I say sweating, I mean dripping. And that is just so disgusting to me. I don't like no sweat. I know women are like, oh, I love to see a man be a man. I love when men sweat. I don't like it. Okay, please get it away from me. You should have brought yourself a towel. Now, as he's talking, he just strips down to his tank top. I mean, he might need to get his thyroid checked because he was already wearing a short sleeve shirt. Sir, if you are already wearing a short sleeve, why do you have to basically strip down to your skeevies? So what is happening? I don't think there's any need for the thirst trap of it all. But baby, he was about to pass out. He was about to faint. And I feel like some AC is needed ASAP or else we're going to have a lawsuit on our hands. Okay, the people are sweating. Moving forward. Then we meet Rose. Can I call you Rose? We meet Rose and she's 38 and she's a hairstylist. Baby, Rose is introducing herself. She is not shy. She's like, hi, I'm Rose. Hey, girl, I love that dress. Oh, we got some chocolate in the building. Hello, I'm Rose. I said, I know that's right, honey. We better work the room. So she's telling us that she has a child. She has one child and she had her son when she was 21. She said her son helped her to grow up and be about her business and get herself together. Rose said, look, I'm not one of those women who say I don't need a man. I need a man. Okay, when I'm reaching up in that cabinet and I cannot reach that peanut butter because it's all the way in the back. I need a man. Okay, sis. Okay. Child, she said, I need one and I want one. Okay, child. Then Will done showed up for a second time. Y'all remember Will from the first mixer? Oh, Lord. I hope he got it together this time. Never mind. Just when I said that, he's already playing, honey. He rapping. I don't know what's going on. Said that he doesn't want a serious woman. He wants a woman that can laugh. Now, y'all know I like to laugh with the best of them. Y'all know I laugh if I don't do nothing else, but I do not want a silly man 24/7. I do not, because I know how to turn my silly off. And when it's time to have a real conversation and get down to it, I need a man who's going to have a real conversation and get down to it. So then Sahara done entered the building for the second time with her pills and potions, talking about, I worked up a little potion this time. You see how they feeling me? No, ma'am. No, ma'am, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, baby. Absolutely not. So then Tommy arrives to greet the singles. Y'all know how he like to do, honey. He's speaking his speech. Welcome to the city of brotherly love. We got it, Tommy. He tells them that they need to make as many connections as possible and that the eliminations are looming. So don't be playing because you ain't got no time to play because pretty soon one of y'all will be eliminated. No, two of y'all will be eliminated. Over on the other side, Sahara is so focused on not getting eliminated, she can't stop talking about it. And Sahara, I want to say this to you. This is your second time being introduced to a man, and you say Sahara like the desert, but a little wetter. Ma'am, are you trying to pop it for pimp, or are you trying to get married? What are you saying? You don't have to do that, baby. Calm it down. Really and truly, you can just introduce yourself. Sahara like the desert. It's pronounced like you would the Sahara Desert. That's all you need to say if you want to say something to get them to understand how to pronounce your name. Not, but it's a little wetter. Girl, that is crazy. Moving forward. She is wearing me thin. I'm sorry, she is wearing me thin already, child. Maybe it'll get better down the line, but I'm more thin. Okay? So they start mixing, mingling, and whatnot. Rose is talking to Hussein. Now, Hussein is 42 and he's a visuals manager. Now, he is into interior design. He's tall. He said he's always played ball and he's from West Philadelphia. I'm going to call him the Fresh Prince. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. As soon as he said that, when he said I'm from West Philadelphia, I instantly thought the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But anywho, Hussein is 6'7". Okay, tall, a tall drink of water. And he said he played basketball or whatever, but he was trying to figure out his interest. Now, what I was trying to figure out is what in the heck is a visual display manager? It was giving me that he dresses the mannequins for the window. That's what it was giving me. You know how they have the displays and somebody got to put them clothes on and take them arms off the mannequins and whatnot and put them shoes on. So I think that's probably what he does. But I mean, kudos to you. Everybody, kudos to you. I'm just playing. I don't know if that's what he does or not. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because a part of the episode, they showed a little clip of him and he was taking that mannequin's legs off so he could put his J's on. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you what I saw. Then we meet Shanice. She's 44 and she is a residential rehabilitation CEO. I don't know what that is either. I really don't. She's over there chatting with Cisco. Miss Shanice, ma'am, we aren't at the Met Gala. Why are you wearing these gloves? You got Cisco over here ready to pass the hell out and you wrap the hell up like it's 0 degrees outside. What is going on? What is the temperature in Philly at this moment? Girl, I mean, you could have wore your little outfit, but I don't think you should have worn the gloves. Always take one thing off before you walk out of the door. And then later on in this episode, you say something that made me go, child, I'm a little bit confused. So anyway, she's talking to Cisco about how it's hard to meet people. And I mean, the conversation wasn't giving much. They were talking about Pilates and just sitting there giggling at each other. Child, they gave nothing. Moving forward. Over on the other side, Will is talking to Coley. You know, the flight attendant. That's flighty. Baby, some of them didn't even try to comb their hair. At first, I was like, okay, maybe it's just the humidity and what. No, y'all walked in like that. Because Coley, I rewound this episode all the way back to the beginning. And that ponytail was sitting to the side with a clip in it, and it wasn't combed when you walked in. I said, Coley, now come on now. Get yourself together, girl. It's just pinned up. Do y'all know y'all are on television? But honey, if you like it, I love it. Will is nervously laughing and turning everybody off that he meets. Will, baby, relax. Okay? Relax, relate, release. This is your second time. So you should know better by now. Why are you acting this way? You should know. Like, I kind of felt bad for him because maybe he has social anxiety, and that would explain the nervous laughing and the jokes that are inappropriate and not being able to read the room. But I don't think this was for you. And that is okay. Moving forward. Over on the other side, Fritz is talking to Tay, telling her that she's a fave of the men. The men are feeling Tay. He's telling her, you know, that his birthday is coming up, but he was supposed to go to Panama, but he canceled because he could potentially meet his person. So for whatever money that he lost, he feels like he can gain something more by being a part of this experience. And they seem like they're experimenting. Now, she likes that he's cultured and well-traveled. She said, you know, I can see myself with him because, you know, I can see myself with a man that can teach me something. What exactly is he going to teach you? How to get through TSA? Girl, anyway, moving forward. So he's ready to take her home to meet his mama already. I was just like, y'all, slow down. Let's go on an actual date first. We don't know how these people treat people in service. We don't know how they act. We don't know their table manners. We don't know if they chew with their mouth open. We don't know anything about them yet. You're just going based off aesthetics. Slow down, low down. It's gonna be okay. Now, he does seem like a nice guy, but again, I'm not completely sold. I gotta wait until I see everything first. Okay, let me see how you interact with the other ones, and then we'll get into it. Next up, we meet Khalil, and he's 31. He just lost his older brother who worked in the roofing company industry with him. It's a family business. And Khalil is very handsome. He is a handsome man. He's over there talking to Rocky about his tattoos being dedicated to his brother. His brother took his own life. And I am so sorry, Khalil. My condolences to you and your family. Listen, mental health is such a sensitive and serious subject. So if you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, please reach out and get some help. Please do. Rocky and Khalil seem to have a lot in common. They're kikiing it up. And Rocky, you think you slick. You ain't moved from that spot since you walked into this mixer. I didn't see you move not one time. I said, baby, Rocky is a tree. She is not moving. Do you hear me? She's planted. Moving forward. Then they pan over to Shanice, and she's running down that LinkedIn. Ma'am, you and your gloves, please come up for air. Now, granted, Fritz did ask her what she did for a living, but then she started saying, you know, I used to build houses and then I did this, and I used to be a celebrity stylist. Baby, define the word celebrity. Define the word stylist. When she said I used to be a celebrity stylist, I said, say what? There's no way that you chose that outfit and you used to be a celebrity stylist. Y'all play all day. She is all business, and it seems like no play. And that's off-putting to the men because, girl, where's your personality? It was giving lamb chops play along. This is the song that doesn't. It was just going on and on and on. And it really doesn't have to be that way. Back over here, Cisco is still sitting in that same spot. He is giving bump on the log. I don't care how many muscles he got. He is giving bump on the log, and I don't like it. Now, he's over there talking to Tay about traveling, and she's talking about how she wants to go to Puerto Rico. He said, can you dance? So she gets up and does a little 1-2 step. He said, it's really not that hard. He said, have you ever dated a Hispanic man? Oh, okay. So, honey, he wants her to know he's not regular black. All right, sir. We got it. He's talking to her about the traveling of it all and all of his tattoos. He ends up taking off that shirt again. Sir, you may as well have just worn the tank. Why do you keep taking off that shirt every 2 seconds? So they're talking about their last relationships. Now, this way it kind of gets good. And at first, he was like, yeah, my last relationship ended because she had insecurities. She would be like, why you getting your hair cut? And immediately upon him saying it, I said, okay, because you was playing in her damn face. That's why. That's the reason why. She's insecure because you made her that way. Then he turns around and says, yeah, I cheated before. Tay's last relationship ended due to cheating. But she's sitting there skinning and grinning like she might overlook the fact that she just got done with a cheater because she likes his muscles and his tats. Girl, wrong road. No, ma'am. Run. Do not walk. Cisco seems like the type that will rest on his looks just like Coley, and he's going to drive you insane. Now, I may be wrong. Now, Cisco, if you prove me wrong, I'm going to come back and say you proved me wrong. But from this interaction, Tay, you're not thinking, okay? You're thinking with your Hello Kitty. And Cisco, you're leading with your muscles. And I feel like it's giving a lie. Okay, it's just giving a lie. He said he noticed that her face was shifting when he said that he had cheated before. But I was young. I'm not like that no more. I'm healed. I'm better. I'm good. Sure, Jan. Here she goes. Talking about, that's a part of his journey. It's a part of who he is. That's his past. Okay, he told me right away. He didn't have to tell me. Soon as he sat down, he told me. Girl, that is the oldest trick in the book. Okay, girl, if that's what you think, I feel like it's giving lost cause. Honey, I ain't gonna try to. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. I'm not gonna say nothing. She's sitting up there smiling, talking about, you want a hug? No, ma'am. Don't hug him. Tay, the last time I got a hug from a fine fool, I got wrapped up with him, got married. I'm in family court right now, and I'm fighting for my life. Girl, and I ended up with a 9-year-old. Girl, don't be hugging them when they big and fine. Oh, my gosh, honey. We lost her. Let's just move on. Moving forward. Over on the other side, Rose is talking to Cam, and they're talking about spirituality. Now, she wants her next man to have a strong religious belief. He doesn't have to be religious, but he does need to be spiritual. That's something that's very important to her. So they're having a conversation about that. On the other side of the room, this episode is so dull that Sahara and Fritz are talking about the earth and whether or not it's round or flat. Wrap this up. And Sahara, girl, the fact that you said the world was flat, that's all I needed to know. Coley and Hussein are talking and she's giving dits. I don't care nothing about it. Okay. It's giving, I don't know what's going on. I don't know any current events. All I know are the latest TikTok dances. That's what this is giving. Now, she says she doesn't care about anything else except the man being tall. Please don't be that girl. There is more to a man than his height. She said, people are telling me I'm heightist. Girl, nobody ever told you that. I can almost bet money nobody has ever said the word heightist. Nobody. Nobody has ever said that. Somebody said you were heightist. Stop talking to them immediately. Because, girl, what? What are you talking about? At your big grown age, all you care about is their height? That is legit insane. Now, I'm glad that Hussein realized that Coley had zero substance in that conversation and wasn't just looking at her thinking, oh, she's pretty. So, we can just move past it. Because some men will definitely do that. So I respected him in that moment. So now it's time for Tommy to come and see what's what. He's with the men first and he wants to know who they're feeling. Fritz said that he's feeling Tay. Cisco said Tay, 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 and more Tay. Hussein said Rose, as well as Cam said Rose. Khalil said Rocky. He said they had a lot in common. He said, listen, our connection was strong. Okay, we had a lot in common. Now on to the ladies. Tay said everybody, especially Cisco. Even though he done cheated and he told me straight to my damn face and I just left a man because he cheated on me. But that's okay because he's fine. Especially Cisco. That is a fool. Okay, that's just crazy. We ain't learned nothing, child. We haven't learned a thing. Coley said Hussein because he's tall. Girl, we get it. We get it. He's tall. He's tall. He's tall. We got it. Moving forward. Rocky said Cam and Khalil. Sahara said Cam because he's looking at her like she's lunch and she likes that. Ma'am, do you just want sex? Because you could have went on POF. Plenty of fish is on for 24 hours a day. There's no reason for you to be on Ready to Love because I don't think you're ready to love if you over here worried about whether or not he looking at you like you a snack. Okay, it just don't make no sense to me. So now Tommy wants to know what their least connections are. Cisco said Coley. Fritz said Sahara. Hussein said Coley because it was giving surface. Now, a lot of the men said Miss Met Gala, Shanice. Between the gloves and the jobs, honey, they don't like it. Okay, they don't like it. They feel like that's a turnoff for them. Rose, over with the women, she said that Cam is not her type because he's not spiritual or religious. So that's just something she can't rock with. Tay said, I want them all to stay. Ma'am, please. We cannot keep all of them. Sahara said Khalil. Coley said Will. Rose said Will. Will, honey, you lost your free man. They gave you one more free life to come back. And you lost it. It's time for you to go home. Game over. It's time to go home. Nobody really vibes with Will, and I think that's because he's always so nervous. So then Tommy returns to tell them who will be going home. It's time to call 2 people to the carpet. For the men, it's Khalil and Will. Baby, not the twin names, Khalil and Will. So the twins come to the front. Now for Khalil, it's the fact that they didn't get to know him. Yeah, because he was holed up in that corner talking to Rocky Balboa. So he ain't have time to be talking to y'all. He was held up talking to Rocky. They friend zoned Will, so that's the reason, again, that they thought that he may not be ready to love. Will, go ahead and pack it up, honey. Okay, how you gonna mess up twice? Just go ahead and pack it up. And then he gets eliminated. But why did Tommy tell them that this is his second time being rejected? Tommy, we did not need this speech. I said, what is going on? Tommy is up here giving a farewell speech. It's tough for you to put yourself out there, but you showed through perseverance. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay, go ahead, child, please. We'll go ahead, honey, and find you a woman down to the improv, because I do not think any of these women are your type or you're not their type, but thanks for coming. For the women, Coley and Shanice. Now, they felt it was hard to talk to Coley. Basically, that's because she's leaning on her pretty and it's giving air in between her ears. That's basically what that is. Shanice talks too much about work. They chose Coley to go home, right? And Shanice to stay. But then Tommy says to her, Coley, what if I give you a second chance? Coley said, listen, don't waste my fucking time. And everybody's like, ooh, say what now? Baby, they're a little rough around the edges, ain't they? Girl, anyway. Now, after Tommy told her that it's 8 more singles that she has not met yet, then she agreed to give it another try. Girl, get back in line, child. Get on back in line. Now, the first group will be introduced to the second group, and hopefully we can get this thing moving. Because I was bored last episode, and I was bored again tonight. And on that note, that was the end of the episode. That's all it gave, y'all. It didn't give nothing. It's not anything for me to say, man, I can't wait to see how this person is going to interact with that person. I am forgetting who I even saw last week. So, yeah, if you watched it, comment down below and tell me exactly what you think. Comment, and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.